So I'm joining a queue. I'm going to record for the benefit of everybody who watches. Get into third person. I should probably drink more mead. Oh, this one's a bitch.
The Blessed Crucible. I don't remember that one.
I've only done this once. And that tells you something, because I've played this game for about a year, and this is the first or the second time I've done this dungeon. Alright, got a 39, 203, and champion 423. Good, good. Drink more mead, because it didn't count. Alright, what I just cast was regen. It's on square.
The green ripply one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is a passive. It is pretty powerful. It actually makes people regenerate health over time.
Ooh. Okay.
When you're in a group of people, or 2 or more, you'll have to cast it twice. So it affects everybody.
Oh, okay.
And once we get in... Alright. Combat's about to start.
Regenerator.
The Virginia flavor. Mr. Chokedoran. Alright, what I'm about to cast is
I
on
figured out
triangle.
what I'm talking about. The bat kite. I don't know why it came up in this conversation, but it was from All Dogs Go to Heaven, a Christmas Carol movie. It was when Belladonna would let out her little lightning kite to get power her giving machine. I figured it out. I knew I would remember it.
Alright, so triangle. Casts a giant regenerative circle. Of course, L1 is repentance. It has no cost whatsoever. It regenerates
Really?
my stamina, my health, and the entire group's stamina and health, as long as they're near me.
And what are you,
I'm a healer.
Templar?
Templar healer. The only ability that is not Templar is on an R1. That's an Undaunted skill.
Wow.
And it's actually quite potent when you throw it into the AoEs the people stand in for some reason. As you can see, it doesn't care where you are, it'll heal you. As long as you're within I want to say 28 meters of it. Something like that. I'd have to check the range on it, but the only one that I very rarely use is on circle. And that's only when people are critical, because it has a
How much does it
huge
heal
cost.
for?
It normally heals for about 9k, but when it crits it's about 18. That's the thing people don't know about healing. It actually does crit.
I did not know either.
Yeah, so if you have a staff
I don't know how you
Bruce's-
concentrate. It's probably just because this isn't my character and I'm not the one playing, but you zip around from everybody so fast.
Sorry. Oh, heavy sack. Ooh, blue Entomola.
Ooh.
Or is it Entolama? Yeah,
I think
I'll
it's Anteloma.
show you. The only one I'm using for restoration staff is
Change
regen.
life-giving energy for I'm a slow reader. 16 50s. Oh God. Jesus.
Repentant or remembrance. Oops.
Oh my God.
Like
You're Julian.
remembrance. Of course, I have my destruction staff. Weakness to elements morphed to where as long as I... What? Oh, someone's down there and he lost aggro.
Oh.
No. Fuck. Fuck, 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 fuck. You're like a chicken. Alright.
I want some chicken nuggets.
You know, I want some too.
I want some
Anyway.
chicken nuggets, potato wedges, chili fries, and ranch. You know, I take that back. Take back the potato wedges, but give me like the chili fries, man. Instead of like straight up chili, put like chopped bacon, hot dogs, cheese, the chili sauce. Yes.
I like how we were doing a healing training video and now we're talking about food.
Because I haven't eaten all day and I'm hungry.
Alright, so, remembrance. 7,085 or 83 for 1 second, well, over
It's
4
an
seconds.
ultimate?
Yeah. Breath of Life cost almost 4K and does almost 9,000. I'll continue going in. Not the best dungeon to do a healing video on, but
I mean,
it'll
hey,
work. It'll work.
maybe I should make like an actual being played Templar character, but they take so long to level up.
As long as you have a competent group to play with, it doesn't take very long.
I don't.
Well, you have me in the 50 hookah.
2 people.
Well, me, Jacob, and Hatter.
He's never on. He's never on ESO that much. Now he's playing... What the fuck was he playing? I don't remember what the fucking game is called.
Playing that Star Wars.
Not Star Wars. Hang on, I can tell you in a second. Library.
Yeah, this is a fun dungeon. It's a fungeon.
I don't
Yeah, let's
even
go
know
with that.
where this dungeon is.
It is technically in Skyrim.
Really?
Yeah, mountains of Skyrim. When I heal, I try to maintain my position in the middle of the field, but when things calm down, I'll stand in the back.
Right.
Because if I'm in the middle of the field, I can typically keep the group healed a lot better, because I only have to aim at the majority of them. Of course, it helps when you have a Templar with repentance. Especially when you have a couple stamina users like our DPS and I believe our tank. The tank's Dragonite using stamina abilities, and our DPS here is using a bow stamina abilities. So I'm actually keeping them in the fight
I should have been
longer.
taking notes.
Oh, well, this is gonna go up on YouTube, so don't worry about it.
Oh wait, you're recording this?
Yeah.
Oh god.
Alright.
Ah! I dropped my phone on my chin. Well, I was watching the live stream I made earlier today with Hatter, and I had forgotten for a point of time that he was actually playing on a live stream. Even though for some reason I was watching it, I felt like I was watching somebody else and not Hatter. So I just, for a minute there, I just forgot. And he was talking to me about like games and stuff, like how much he's got, and I mocked him, like, you know, I go like, well, I fucking did that, and then he like paused, he got really quiet for a second, and I couldn't remember when, and then I heard it on my headphones, and I was like, oh god, it's still recording, I forgot. Now it's like immortalized on YouTube somewhere.
Whatever Hatter's
It's funny,
video channel is.
I could send it to you if you wanted to watch it.
One of the mechanics of this dungeon is all 4 of these are werewolves. Like, all 4 of them.
The enemies are? Oh god, really?
Yeah. So we have to get their health down one by one, or they're all gonna turn into werewolves and start screwing our days up.
Fucking Lucaroos.
Yeah, after we're done with this dungeon, I can definitely show you my champion point placement.
Okay.
And my armor set's obviously coming into play. I don't typically have to use my healing ultimate, but when I do, it's an oh shit scenario. Sometimes the game doesn't let my ultimate reach everybody.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hiss is softly. I haven't put any champion points on her, but if I do, will that affect her build at all?
It can make or break sometimes.
See, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to fucking break her. Right now, she's legitimately comparing her to Thorn. She's the most powerful character I have.
Yeah. For me, I built my sorcerer as a, high elf. So I have that passive for all the elements. There is one. One of my most powerful DPS abilities is actually on my destruction bar. It's L1, Radiant Oppression.
What does that do?
About 15k of damage over 3 seconds. Yeah. It's a Templar Dawn's Wrath ability. Yeah, it's at the very bottom. Radiant Oppression.
I missed it. Burn an enemy with a ray of holy fire, dealing a 10 to 15 true magic damage over 2.9 seconds. Wow.
Alright. If we could group them all together, we could, like, hit them all at once! Yeah, I like that idea.
A lot of people don't think like that, though.
It's called grouping.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't really have the confidence to do it. Like, me personally, I take them on one at a time. That's how I would do it. Like, I would pick and make
but
them
if you
way
have
around the room.
powerful AoEs, like one of the destruction staff
See,
abilities.
I've never had powerful AoEs ever.
Yeah, you could see why I'm getting targeted the most, because my armor rating is actually lower than everyone else's. And that's how enemies in mechanic dungeons work. They'll target the lowest leveled player, or they'll target the person with the lowest rating. And in this case, I'm not the lowest level player, but I have the lowest armor rating. There's a chest back here. Oh, it's a simple. Watch me fail.
What?
I always do that, it's guaranteed.
You lose picks on a simple chest?
Yeah, but it's always one.
I don't lose picks at all. I'm a good picker.
See, on master picks, I only lose one, but I always have 2 to 3 seconds left on the clock.
I've never broken on master.
It's guaranteed for every single lock I pick, I break a pick. I'm not joking. Alright, so Repentance, as you can see, no cost, cast time instant, radius 12 meters.
I didn't know it had no cost.
And then Ritual of
I could have
Retribution.
sworn. Wow. I love the Extalia colors on her.
Oh yeah, it looks really good. Thank you for the recommendation of the color, though.
Of course. I should have went to school to be a fucking interior decorator or something.
I just cast Weakness to Elements. It's on triangle here. Radiant Oppression. Yeah, the pinkish one. As you can see, it's on the far right of the status ailment bar. And it's staying at 21.
Ooh.
It's actually the morph I put on it. It'll stay that way for a little bit, and then it'll start decreasing. It won't stack anymore, and then it'll just start. But as long as someone does that to a boss or something, when you have, say, a Templar or someone who can use elemental attacks, you're going to increase the damage done to the enemy by about 15%. Because it ignores 15% of their spell resistance. And the one I have allows the caster to continuously keep that going.
You play so smart.
Well, I try to make sure I'm helping as best I can. This is a free-for-all.
You mean free for all?
The people in
Just
the back,
everybody?
they're killing each other.
Why? They didn't do anything. I don't understand.
In this kind of setup, it's hard to find a footing. Especially when you're taking a large amount of damage. Yeah, you can't really group them up unless you have a sorcerer using the Destruction Staff ultimate, which is by far my favorite ultimate.
What is it?
I can't remember the name of it. But it's just rains havoc. That's why me and Dante had a 5-second duel. Because I had that charged and ready. As soon as the duel started, I used Shattering Prison on him to keep him in place, and then I dropped it on him immediately.
Let's see, that's the shit I want to do with my character. That's why she's a sorceress. That's why I'm working on
Elemental
her
Storm.
shit.
Elemental Rage. The Beastmaster. Alright. Is it weird to say that I'm actually shivering?
No, because I am too, but that's because I haven't gotten dressed yet.
Yeah, it's this one.
I've just been sitting here in like a towel wrap this entire time. And I've been out of the shower for like 2 hours.
Probably wasn't the best choice to use the fire ultimate on some
It's fire beetles.
incineration beetles. But, hey, what are you gonna do? She sounds like a Nord. I think she is. She's like,
In my
I'm
head, she sounds
surprisingly
like a
fierce.
dirt elf.
Oh god, I think this next one's a troll? Nope, scorpion. I was way off. I was like, it might be a troll. Nope. It's a scorpion. Yeah, that's one of its abilities. It's like a poison spout where it stabs the ground with its stinger, and poison shoots up from the ground.
Its tail, not its finger.
I said it's
You think
stinger.
that's a finger?
No, it's a stinger. It stabs people.
I could have swore you said finger.
Oh yeah, it's a finger. But yeah. Get some abilities on him, debuffs. His health bar will drop quick. Like that. I just saw a 16k crit. Okay.
How do you know that? See, now when people say that, I have no idea how they know that.
Crit is yellow with an exclamation mark. I knew there was a troll. See? There was a troll in here. He's focused on me, of course. I am the Troll King!
Well, then what is orange with an exclamation mark, or is that what you're talking about?
That's DPS.
That's DPS?
Yeah, for like a destruction staff or restoration staff, that's the DPS.
I would be so lost if I didn't have you with me.
Now the occasional 739 that pops up on the screen is actually from my Ritual of Retribution, which is the giant circle that heals. That is primarily...
Ooh, did you get a message?
It's a party invite. I'm gonna ignore it for
From
now.
who?
You know. But yeah, this is pretty much the best setup I've found for my healer. I mean, yeah, I could have changed the raise, changed all the racial passives, but I like Breton. I mean, it wouldn't be Yamea without being Breton.
Right.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention my Magica bar. Here, let me,
What about it?
see how it's at 54%? Now it's fully charged.
Your attack charges your magicka?
Yeah. It's also a restoration staff ability. It's one of the passives.
Hmm.
Yeah, once we're done with this dungeon, which we almost are done, I can go into full detail about it. I mean, like restoration staff, essence drain is one of them. Then I have restoration expert, cycle of life, which adds 30% magicka when I do a heavy attack. Absorb, restoration master, and you haven't even seen my champion setup yet.
No.
I mean, yeah, I sacrificed my stamina for magicka and health, but I think in the end that was a pretty good choice.
Brr, I'm cold.
Yeah, there's a breeze in my house. Ugh.
Well, it's just plain cold. Well, it's like fucking -5 here or something.
Hold on.
And my house isn't properly insulated either. It's an old house, and the landlord sucks. You hear that, Chad? You suck.
I didn't commit the points. Looks like they just ran on ahead.
So why would you ever want to wait for your healer?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, we've almost died a couple times, but I think we're doing pretty good. The last time I came through here, there was at least 2 deaths. One of them was not even... I couldn't have saved him. There was no chance. I'll show you what happened when we get to that point. It was the final boss. We were immediately down 1 person.
Oh my.
Yeah, wasn't pretty. Yeah, that's the Destruction Staff ultimate. This character does not specialize in DPS unless it's healing. And I just dropped about 2 or 3 people with my ultimate. I'm guessing 2 or 3. I wasn't paying attention. Ah, he's got a shield. Not anymore. You can tell if an enemy has a shield by the blue, or their health bar being encased by a bluish tint.
Right.
Alright, I need to assign my point. Alright, this should be the final chamber, I think? I can't remember. I kind of came through here half awake. Yeah, this is it. Alright. So as soon as the fight started, they got hit with a fear and went right over there. Into the lava.
Really? Oh god.
I couldn't go out there and save them. I mean, I was standing right here watching them run off into oblivion. It's like,
those dogs just rolling on the floor?
Not mine. I have a
They're
fox.
yours.
Oh, no, I didn't switch it. Never mind.
It was yours.
It was mine.
Your dog is so chill in the time of Christ.
My dog's like, hey, guy, chill. Alright, she's got a damage shield.
Lord.
She's taking a percentage of the damage. Meaning until we destroy that shield, she's not going to be taking any damage. I mean, she will, but it's not going to be much. The shield does expire, though. That's the only catch with the damage shields. They expire. Sun Shield, one of my tank abilities, is actually based off of 33% of your max health. Meaning the higher the health, the higher the shield. It also allows you to do about 50% of the damage the shield takes back to the enemy. As long as they're in distance of you. Like 5 meters around. Just sharing some helpful tips with you. Yeah, her damage shield will expire over time, but it's not expiring yet. Say it lasts about 7 seconds, then it expires. Wish she'd stop moving though. Alright. Oh, she's almost dead, which is good. I have to go with the dogs in, and I kind of need her to die ASAP. Alright, so I was gonna say executive decision. But she's on me right now, I can't do it.
What were you gonna do?
Pass you the controller.
Oh my god, no.
They wouldn't notice.
Yes, they would. Why does our healer suddenly suck?
Why did our healers just suddenly start throwing spears at us? Alright.
Damn, that's fast. How do you do that?
You press the big giant pad and then you hit options at the same time.
Seriously?
Uh-huh.
I don't know any of these shortcuts. I've been doing it the fucking slow way the entire time.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Alright, now that I am able to show you my whole setup without hastily showing it to you, we'll get down to the brass.
Down to the brass.
Yeah.
The brassy
Alright.
buttons.
We will start with my main skills. Adric Spear I used until I got Sun Shield, and after that I kind of stopped using it. Sun Shield for this character does 27%, but that's because it's not at its full potential. It's not at rank 4.
Right.
So, after that, my destruction ability used to be Solar Prison, which you obviously know very well. One of my supporting DPS roles is a stamina. It summons a beam of energy that will allow people to do more damage, which is quite helpful, but not very helpful for this character. Then you have Radiant Oppression, which you can see the stats for right now.
Yes.
Then Enduring Rays increases Sunfire, Eclipse, and Nova abilities by 30%. Prism, casting one of these abilities generates 3 ultimate, can occur once every 6 seconds. Dawn's Wrath ability grants Minor Sorcery, which increases spell damage, which does affect healing. And Restoring Spirit reduces cost of Magicka, Stamina, and Ultimate by 4%. Then, of course, Remembrance, my healing ultimate. Breath of Life, my last resort. I
Why?
skipped over, well, it has a higher Magicka cost, and if I keep spamming that, I'll run out of Magicka quick.
Yeah, okay.
Healing Ritual, I never really cared for, because it has a slow cast time. Repentance, no cost, and it's pretty good for healing. Ritual of Retribution, the Giant Circle. Restoring Focus is more of a defensive ability. Mending increases the effects of healing by up to 12% in proportion to target's wounds. Sacred Ground, which only affects my healing ultimate. Then Lightweaver increases Restoring Aura, which I believe used to be the pre-evolutionary form of Repentance. Oh, and Channeling Rite of Passage grants about 16.5k spell and physical. Master Ritualist increases resurrection speed by 20%. Resurrected allies return with 100% more health, and gives me a 50% chance to fill empty soul gem after each successful res. My backup staff is Destruction. As you can see, I have my Elemental Rage. I have these, but I don't really use them. I only use Elemental Susceptibility. Can't say that word. Or Susceptibility.
Yep, there you go.
Send the elements to sap an enemy's defenses and afflict them with Major Breach for 22 seconds, reducing their spell resistance by 5,280. Any damage you deal to the enemy refreshes this effect to its maximum duration. And of course, I have the Destruction Staff abilities all known. My Restoration, I only have the Rapid Regen, which does about 13k outside of a dungeon. Then, of course, my passives. And for light armor, which she's wearing, I have Magicka Recovery, increases about 4% for each piece of light armor equipped. It's at 12 now. Evocation reduces cost of Magicka by 2% for each piece. Oh, so she's wearing 3 pieces. Alright. Spell Warding increases spell resistance. Spell Critical, making me heal more if I had 5 or more pieces. And Concentration increases healing if I had 5 or more pieces, which I think I should probably do soon. Of course, heavy armor because I'm kind of wearing a mix and match, but that doesn't matter right now. I still have the werewolf, done nothing with it. Alright, one of the things I have is Intimidating Presence and Banish the Wicked. When I kill a werewolf, Undead or Daedra, I get 9 ultimate. Structured Entropy, I have... It basically does magic damage over 12 seconds. And it heals me for about 1.4k every 6 seconds. And of course, Persuasive Will. I mean, you gotta have that.
What's Persuasive Will?
Oh, it allows you to use the Persuade option in the
Oh, right. Oh,
conversations.
wait, I have that. Okay, I remember. Sorry,
Alright.
for some reason, I thought you were still in the Fighter's Guild. I was like, oh, wait, I've never seen that one. But now I see you're in
Alright.
a different skill line.
Undaunted. I just did dungeon after dungeon after dungeon after dungeon after dungeon. Until I got Necrotic Orb. I morphed it to Energy Orb, which is the most overpowered one I have so far. It has about the same cost as my oh shit moment when I have to start spamming heal. A globe of regeneration that slowly floats towards healing for 705 health points every 0.5 seconds to you and nearby allies. And of course they can use Healing Combustion, the synergy, causing the orb to explode, healing them for X amount of health, and it also restores X amount of magicka and stamina, whichever for them is higher. And for my Breton, I have the Opportunist. Increases my light armor skill line experience gain, max magicka, spell resistance, and reduces cost of magicka abilities. Of course, crafting doesn't really matter for healing. But here's where the tricky part comes in. Arcanist, I have 100 points in, increasing the recovery by 15%. 25 in Healthy to increase my health recovery. And 21 in Tenacity, increasing the amount of magicka I regenerate when I do a heavy attack. I have 60 in Blessed, which increases my healing done. Elfborn, allowing me to have a higher healing when I crit. Spell Erosion, allowing it to heal more. And Staff Expert, which I'm starting to work on. It'll actually allow me to do more damage with Destruction and Restoration stabs. And of course Thaumaturge, so I can do a little bit more damage over time. And of course I have Bastion, so whenever someone gives me a damage shield, it is 2.45% better. Quick Recovery, meaning I heal for about 10.5% more than I normally would. Heavy Armor Focus, for some reason. And Expert Defender. The 10 points gives me, while you're resurrecting another player, your damage taken is reduced by 15%. When you resurrect another player, you increase their magic recovery by 574 for 8 seconds. When you are resurrected by another player, you gain a damage shield that absorbs 10,434 damage for 5 seconds. And Determination. When you drink a potion, you gain a damage shield that absorbs 1,312 damage for 15 seconds. That was a
Getting
mouthful.
tired.
Yeah. Alright.
You don't read out a lot, do you?
No, I don't.
I
Okay.
can tell.
As you can see, I have the Staff of Julianos. Increases the magic damage and restores magicka. Is the enchantment I put on it. Sharpened. Increasing spell penetration and physical penetrations. Then I have all the passives for it. As you can see, I crafted this myself. For when I switch bars, I actually have it set up a little bit differently. I have to regen that. It also increases magic recovery, but it increases healing done by 8%. My monster set, Chokethorn. As you can see, I have a 15% chance to summon a Strangler Sapling that heals you or an ally for 21,143 or 45 over 4
Oh
seconds.
my.
Yeah, I need to replace a few pieces of armor here, like the greaves and my waist. And of course, Spider Cultist, so I have increased spell spell crit. I haven't thought of anything for the necklace though. I mean, could increase my magicka, but that's something for another day. Alright, and here is my attribute placement. As you can see, the only food I have increases max health and magicka for about an hour. I'll show that to you now. Boop.
Wow.
Yep. Alright. What else? Oh yeah. Atronach Stone, which increases my magic recovery. And as you can see, my magicka recovery is 1,526.
Goodness.
Spell damage 1,420. Spell critical chance 32.9%. And of course I have about average spell resistance and a little below average physical resistance. This character was not meant to duel, just to do dungeon healing.
Fascinating.
Yeah. And now you know, and knowing's half the battle.
What's the other half?
Actually knowing how to do things. Like when you're about to go into a battle, you want to do regen. When you're in the middle of battle, you cast the Ritual of Retribution, the triangle ability.
Mm-hmm.
For that oh shit moment, you press circle, which is an instant heal. Whenever you guys kill somebody, L1 for repentance. And if you have it, when your group is like all, say they're facing the door and they're all lined up, healing orb. Because it'll slowly heal them, as you've seen.
Yes.
And that's about all we got time for today. Thank you for joining me and May here. Thank you all for watching.